There are moments in human history so terrifying they were erased from every book. Moments no one lived long enough to record. Tonight, I'll tell you about the creepiest one. The one historians called the event that should never be remembered. But someone remembered it, and that someone wasn't human. London, England, 2024. Jonathan Hale was a 34-year-old historian famous for studying forbidden archives. He worked at the Royal Institute of Occult History, a building older than the city itself. A quiet man with a calm voice, Jonathan preferred dusty books over human conversations. But tonight, when he arrived at the institute, something felt wrong. The main hallway lights flickered. The air was colder than usual. And every portrait on the walls, portraits that had hung for centuries, seemed slightly tilted, as if something had walked past them. Waiting for him inside was Dr. Elena Ward, a brilliant researcher raised in Boston. She held a sealed metal case with both hands, trembling. "John, we found something," she whispered. "What kind of something?" Jonathan asked. Elena swallowed. "A document describing an event that shouldn't exist, an event every historian wrote about, then suddenly forgot." Jonathan didn't understand yet, but he was about to. Inside the metal case was a single black page, made of something that wasn't paper. It pulsed. Yes, actually pulsed, like a heartbeat. On it was a sentence written in a language no human civilization had ever used. Jonathan felt dizzy just looking at it. "What is this?" he whispered. "The oldest event ever recorded," Elena answered, "and the only event humanity tried to erase." Jonathan frowned. "How do you erase something from every mind?" Elena looked him dead in the eyes. "You don't. Something else erases it." Before he could ask more, the room behind them creaked. The portraits on the wall had all turned at once, facing them. Elena dropped the flashlight. "John, it's starting again." For the next week, Jonathan studied the black page. He didn't sleep, he barely ate. Every night, he dreamed of the same thing. A massive crowd of humans standing in silence, their eyes empty, their mouths open, all staring upward at something enormous and invisible. He could hear a deep humming sound, a frequency that felt older than time. Every morning, he woke up with nosebleeds. On the sixth night, he decoded the first line. It said, "The observer descends when humanity reaches its noise." He had no idea what it meant. But on the seventh night, he decoded the second line. "When it looks at you, you forget you exist." Jonathan's heart stopped. This wasn't a creature that killed. It erased. Not just bodies, memories, history, existence. That's why no one remembered the event. Not because humans forgot, because something made them forget. Elena warned him to stop. But it was too late. Studying the page had awakened the memory of the forgotten event. And something else. The observer. It knew Jonathan was reading. It knew Jonathan was remembering. And it was coming. Jonathan finally decoded the whole page. It wasn't history. It wasn't a warning. It was a recording. A recording of the creepiest event humanity ever faced. Not carved by humans. Carved by the thing itself. As a trophy. And this is what it described. 100,000 years ago, before written language, before cities, humans lived in small tribes. One night, the sky turned completely black. No stars, no moon, just a deep void stretching across the heavens. Then the humming started, that same horrible frequency Jonathan heard in his dreams. Humans collapsed, screaming. Their minds filled with images of a face that had no shape. A face that changed every second. A face the brain wasn't designed to understand. Then, silence. The void descended. It took one human, then another, then whole tribes. But it didn't eat them. It didn't kill them. It removed them from history. Every footprint erased, every tool dissolved, every memory deleted from the minds of the survivors. It wasn't attacking humans, it was cleaning the planet, as if humanity was a stain. The final line of the page read, "The observer returns when it is remembered." Jonathan froze. He remembered it now. That meant the Institute lights went out. The humming began. Jonathan and Elena ran to the archive basement, the only room lined with silver mirrors. The mirrors were believed to repel memory eaters in ancient myth. But the humming grew louder. Every bulb exploded. Every portrait on every wall turned toward them. Every shadow stretched unnaturally long. Then something stepped into the room. It didn't walk, it unfolded, like a figure pulling itself out of a dimension that wasn't meant to touch ours. Its face was constantly shifting. Human, animal, alien, emotional, impossible. Jonathan dropped to his knees. The observer spoke without a mouth. "You remember me." Jonathan felt his mind cracking. His memories of childhood evaporated. His memories of his mother faded. His name started slipping away. Elena screamed, holding up the black page. "Take it back! Take it back!" The creature tilted its changing head. More memories vanished. Jonathan forgot his job, forgot the Institute, forgot why he was alive. Elena threw herself between Jonathan and the creature. "You want the memory? Take mine instead." The observer paused. Then every mirror in the room shattered at once. Darkness swallowed them. Jonathan woke up on the floor. The creature was gone. The humming had stopped. The room was silent. Too silent. "Elena," he whispered. But there was no reply. Only her clothes left neatly folded behind him, like she had never existed. The black page lay on the ground, blank now. Jonathan picked it up. A single new sentence had appeared. "The memory has been claimed." He tried to scream, but no sound came out, because suddenly he didn't remember Elena's face, or her voice, or that she ever existed. He left the Institute shaking. Outside, people walked normally. Cars passed. Life was unchanged. No one remembered the black page. No one remembered anything unusual. Jonathan tried to talk to a colleague. "Do you know Elena Ward?" The man frowned. "Who? There's never been anyone here with that name." Jonathan felt cold. He rushed to Elena's apartment. It was empty, abandoned. Her name wasn't on the lease records. Her bank account didn't exist. Every trace of her life had been perfectly erased. Only Jonathan remembered her, and even his memory was fading. Before it disappeared completely, he wrote down the entire story. What you just read is his final written account. But here's the real twist. As you read this, you remembered the event too. The one erased from the world. And the observer returns whenever it is remembered. If you hear a low humming tonight, don't look up.